Hello and welcome back. It's an exciting week this week because I have officially purchased the new Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. So fairies, not gonna lie, not really my thing. I've said this multiple times. I talked about it in a trailer reaction video, but I am extremely happy for people who've wanted this because there are a lot of people that have wanted this for a long time. But what I do whenever a new expansion pack comes out, if I have the time, is I like to go through and just kind of talk about other things about it, like make a couple videos for that week. And today's video specifically is going to be about the new career. So this was requested by my friend Clayton, and yeah, let's go ahead and jump in and look at the new career in this expansion pack. Okay, so I made the sim just for this video, maybe the whole series, I don't know. I never play with male sims, so I figured I would actually like do that for once. And he has just moved into Screen and he has $20 to his name after we bought this pre-made lot. So let's go ahead and figure out the naturopath career. Let's go ahead and join it. Okay, so this is the new naturopath career. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Naturopath? Naturopath? Sims with this job will be able to see clients on their home lot as well as standard go to work and work from home options. A naturopath draws on deep wells of knowledge from crafting elixirs to foraging to help other Sims feel their best. If you're drawn to healing and balance, this career is for you. Unlock 3 career outfits, new socials such as educate about balance, additional work interactions, including the ability to see ailing Sims at home lot traits and decor objects such as Everdew Wisdom Frame Pack that are perfect for any home office. Career branches, apothecarist, and lifestyle coaching. All right, here we go. And as soon as we signed up, we have a work assignment, which we're going to go ahead and get on. So we need to use revitalize needs on 3 sims. Select a sim and find revitalize needs from the friendly category. Okay, so I guess we have to get out there and meet people. Okay, so I introduced my guy Kane to the gnome guy, and I'm gonna go to the friendly category and revitalize his needs. I guess we may as well meet May Prescott and do the same thing. Oh, is he coming? What's he doing? He closed up shop? Okay, so we got a nice little interaction. We got some social from that. And it looks like we got it done. His hat cracks me up. All right, we're revitalizing needs again, so you can just see what it looks like. Very magical. I like the interaction. I think it's kind of cute. And we don't get any kind of mood buff from it, which is kind of weird, but they do, I guess. They're happy. Yay. This is my first fairy. I've not seen a fairy yet. I mean, this is Tatiana's summer dream. We're going to get a friendly introduction. We're going to meet her for sure. But, okay, cool. She's kind of floating around, hanging out. Okay, so they land and they just always walk like that. Okay, fair enough. We'll see how it goes. Just kidding. She ran away and actually disappeared from the game, so never mind. Okay, so I know it's good to get a jump on the apothecary skill for the naturopath career. So I'm kind of just wandering around trying to find stuff to do with that. And I came across the mushroom patch. And I'm making King go over there and doing like the only interaction that you get whenever you first find it, and I don't know if that's going to change, is So that's what I clicked on. So let's see what happens there. You see? See what happens there. Okay. He's thinking, I don't care about Social Bunny. Did anything happen? Nothing happened? Can we like interact with it again now that we did that? Nothing happens? That's it? I'm so confused. Okay, I found the stall, but he is not there. He opens at 8 and closes at 7. So now I know. Yes, we have more fairies. This is so exciting. Can I revitalize her needs? Can I ask for fairy dust? I'm getting ahead of myself. This video is just about the naturopath career. Sorry. Okay, so I thought this was like an interactive career, and it is if you work from home. However, you cannot work from home until you get to level 2 in the career. So I've just found that out. So he's at work right now. Good to know. Okay, day one, he got a promotion, so that's what I was looking for. Kane has been promoted to an apothecary apprentice. He will now make an additional $14 per hour for a grand total of $32 per hour. He also has received the following bonus, 225. His next shift starts Tuesday at 8 a.m. Why is his phone blowing up? I need to leave him alone. Okay, so here we go. Now we're gonna start getting into getting the skills, the apothecary, and the natural living. So both of those are necessary for nat. Oh my god, a fire? No, 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 no. Okay, well, he extinguished himself and then started kissing a plant, so I guess he's okay now. Yeah, and Trashley's just hanging around our lot. Yeah. Okay, well, let's take a soothing shower because that was not planned. Let me go ahead and save my game. I would also just like to say that the apothecary guy is located in the Spruceberry Grove neighborhood. I'm going to take him there and try to get some mentoring really quick. He does close in 30 minutes, so I guess we're being a Karen and going in 30 minutes before close. Oops. So Todd Attenberry, the apothecary vendor, is here. He's here, so we're gonna try to get some stuff done really quickly. Okay, I ran the interaction to ask him about apothecary. So hopefully he'll tell us something cool about that. I'm not saying ask for apothecary mentoring. Oh, that's perfect. Interested in apothecary, eh? Well, there are plenty of books and online resources to get you started, or you could dive straight into crafting. The apothecary table is the best bet for increasing your skill in making apothecary elixirs. Need ingredients, foraging can yield some great finds, especially when your luck is good. Sims with a knack for apothecary might do well in the naturopath career, but me, I like the market life. Care to make a purchase? No. So the apothecary guy left, but we have reached level 2, and through muddling, mixing, and mashing, Kane can now forage for apothecary ingredients and craft cures for the following ailnesses. Oh, so you can do 5 ailnesses just on the level 2. That's pretty cool because I do believe that they are both level 10 skills. So let's forage for apothecary ingredients a couple times because I think that'll help with the natural living skill as well. Okay, so we can afford the after 2 days of work, we can afford the apothecary table and this little apothecary set, which okay, it doesn't actually do anything. So we can start doing some stuff from home now. I've had him go to work 2 days, and I just have to up my skills to keep getting promoted. And then we can see what we can do at each level. Okay, so this is cool. He just reached level 2 of natural living, so he can summon a privy bush outdoors for bladder relief. So he can also now intentionally forage for food. Okay, that's great. My Sims are not going to be eating frogs like in the trailers, though. I don't like that. So now, once you hit level 2 of natural living, it will give you a drop-down menu that says forage for apothecary or forage for food. Let's try foraging for food because he's hungry, and I just want to see what comes up. But I really don't want to eat a frog, but I guess we'll do what we have to do. Okay, we got another promotion. Kane has been promoted to natural living novice. He will now make an additional $18 an hour for a grand total of $50 an hour. God, I would love $50 an hour. He has also received the following bonus. And so let's see what the ailment has contracted an ailment. Oh no, ailments have various effects and can be a source of suffering or surprising strength. He looks a little funny. He does look a little funny. Let's see. Okay. Ailments will pass naturally after some time, but Kane may wish to cure it sooner. Ailment cures and preventative elixirs can be crafted at the apothecary table, visiting a naturopath, or fairies have an ability to remove them as well. Try asking a fairy friend. Interesting. Okay. Should we delve into this? Okay, so we went back to Todd, and asked for mentoring since we are focused right now, and that skill is building quickly. So he's a practice makes perfect sim, and he's focused. So that's like a double whammy. Going great. Okay, so today I think I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but we're gonna try to see clients at Kane's home. Okay, conduct client intake. Ask about origin. Okay, a client that will arrive at the door immediately, and Kane will have to use the opportunity to put his skills to use. Conduct client intake. Invite the client inside, and then the fun begins. Okay, where's my client? Oh, there they are. What ails you today? Okay, so just like the other like normal like go to work or work from home jobs, you have basically a list of things you have to do. So we have conduct client intake, ask about aura changes, and discuss recent dreams. So we're gonna work on that, and I'm sure we probably look funny because we also have an ailment. And all of these can be found in the pie menu from the Naturopath uh uh menu, and it looks like they actually like there's a lot of stuff you can choose between. Why does everybody want to play in the water here? Kane wants to do it, and then this lady wants to do it. I don't get it. This client just came and puked in our bathroom. Can you at least clean the toilet? We're asking her to do push-ups, and she has this thing around her face, like this like fog thing. So I don't suggest foraging for food. Ask about lifestyle habits. Basically, you're just doing all of these things in this thing to try to rule out stuff that it's not, So ask about lifestyle habits. But for some reason, whenever we like suggest stuff, it gives us a negative interaction sometimes. So I don't really understand that much. Okay, so we finally are able to, we have to identify the root cause. So let's see if I get it right. I'm sure that like once you get further along in this career, you'll start to notice like, okay, she's half gray. I don't know what that means, but she said something about like identify root cause. It was definitely about something emotional. Kane's getting closer. He still has a lot of options that can be rolled out with holistically examining. Wait. I want to like root out like ask about recent mood. Let's try that one. Okay, so I did one more. Now we have emotionally void ailment. So we can go identify that root cause, and then I guess we're going to have to make a cure for her. But I don't know that we have the ingredients. So, oh, we need to do a sympathetic hug first. That's sweet. Sympathetic hug. Let's do that. I'm going to cheat his bathroom need because that's not what we're not worried about that right now. Okay, so the next step is to give him a cure. However, we have to craft it. So, like, I don't know if we're going to have enough time. It ends at 5 o'clock. So he better craft this and give it to her quickly. I'm kind of worried, though. I don't know. Okay, so we're giving her her elixir right now with a whopping 30 minutes left in the workday. So let's see what happens. There we go. Giving it to her. She's eating it. Okay. Kane exceeded all, leaving his client relieved and cured. Perfect. All right. Cool. We did great. Do we not get a promotion? That's crazy. So for the sake of this video not being 3 hours long, I think I'm going to change gears a little bit and like cheat the skills a little bit. I'll still show everything at every skill level, but y'all don't need to watch my sim just gain a skill because we already know how to do that. One thing I do want to look at, I had him summon a privy bush. That's all it. Oh my god. He squats in peace. And then I'm assuming the bush goes away. That's funny. That then it builds a skill while he's doing it. So that's really perfect. I'm probably gonna have him like sleep here too. Oh yep, now it's gone. That was good. Oh, we have some moodlet. Oh. A tense moodlet from low nature living skill. Ouch, was that a bug bite or a thorn? Kay doesn't figure out how to avoid. So we got poked while he was peeing, essentially. And I don't think he's sleeping very soundly right now. Yeah, no, he keeps moving. So once your natural living skill increases, you can you'll stop getting these negative moodlets. I just wanted to see what they look like. This is something negative that you can get as well if you're foraging in the dark. You can get forager's dread and get scared because you touched something slimy or something while you were foraging. So with natural living skill level 3, he can now forage for plants, intentionally forage for plants. Eating harvestable foods will also better satisfy his hunger. Oh, that's great. Sleeping on the ground outdoors and indoors is more restful and won't reduce Kane's hygiene as quickly. As he gains skills, sleeping will become better than ever. Okay, so that's pretty cool. Let's go take a quick look at that. All right, he's now been promoted to a holistic care trainee and is making $72 an hour. He can educate about balanced social, and I believe this is the fourth step in the career. So, getting to level 4 of the apothecary skill, he can now craft the following elixirs. So, noxious gas and hooked on nature. So, obviously, as you build the apothecary skill, you'll be able to craft more elixirs and cures and stuff like that for ailments. So, I can see where that's going quickly. Natural living 4. Uh, when he uses privy bush, he stays cleaner. Bathing in natural water is better, and sleeping on benches is better, I guess. So that's what that says. And just to kind of take a look at the apothecary table and what all you can craft. So this is where you're going to have everything. This is where you're going to have elixirs, ailment cures, emotion potions, and other items, which we have a freezer bunny foot, a cow plant horn, and an emotion stone. So, but it will tell you everything that you can craft at your current skill. And I mean, there's a lot of stuff. Like, I'm just going to go through it a little bit slowly. I don't know why my skills aren't because at this point you have to start crafting potions to get the elixirs. Okay. But once you get past the emotion potions, you'll start picking back up at what you could do at like level 4 and 5, which, as we just saw, is a noxious gas and hooked on nature. You can also use the table to just like purchase ingredients. They don't have a ton on here, so I'm sure it's much more like, gameplay wise to go out and forage for them yourself. I'm sure it's probably like based on location too. That would I have to look more into, but that's how that works. Apothecary level 5, halfway to mastery. Kane now doesn't have his nose isn't as sensitive whenever he's smelling the stuff, and he can craft elixirs of a wee drink and momentary happiness. And the tabletop organizer can now be purchased from build mode. So let's check that guy out. So here we go. It just looks like a cool little, like, I don't know if there's any gameplay attached to it. No. So there's no gameplay attached to either one of the things that come with like learning apothecary and naturopath, which is an interesting choice. Kane also has an ailment now, which I've gotten 2 just in like the 4 days that he's been playing. So yeah, but this is the emotional void. I already know that potion and how to make it, or the elixir or whatever, and cure it. So that's pretty cool, actually. And I wanted to actually see the bathe and water interaction, so here we are in all its glory with that CC skin on. Another thing I wanted to mention too, I've only really been to the 2 neighborhoods in Innisgreen. I don't want to go to the fairy world until like I'm ready to like film and play with fairies. Like, I want it to be super intentional, so I have not yet done that. Okay, so natural living 5, so he can now eat the freaking frogs that he will not be eating, and he can intentionally forage for collectibles. So that's pretty neat. And he can talk to nature itself to recover his social needs outdoors. I like that. And now the bathing in the water is not a big deal anymore at all. I would just like to say, I'm sure it's because his natural living skill is still pretty low, but like he's been showering or bathing in this pond for like over a sim hour, and his hygiene needs not even full yet. So yeah. Okay, so Apothecary 6. It's hard work honing skills, and Kane has been tolling away. He can now brag about apothecary expertise to other sims and craft the following items: balanced mind and emotion stone. So for exactly what an emotion stone is, we have, while in a sim's personal inventory, it can be used to show off to a crowd, detect emotions of other sims, and bottle emotions. Fairy sims enjoy the added bonus of being able to eat the emotional stone in exchange for a small amount of emotional force, and their abilities temporarily costing less emotional force overall. The stone is surprisingly versatile for such a small thing, though a bit fragile. Repeated use can cause it to break. Sims may only carry 1 emotion stone in their inventory at a time. So let's craft it. Okay, so this one's good. If once you hit a natural level 6, natural living level 6, they're no longer affected by weather, by like temperature, extreme heat, or cold, and they have no problem sleeping or bathing outdoors, and they get full faster yet again, which is great, actually. I think it's kind of funny too that there's stuff like in there, like, oh, that's cool. And this elixir against a keen eye, temporarily improving foraging finds and allowing a sim to better had better odds of successfully fixing a broken item. Good God, you stop trying to talk so fast. But yeah, like this one will cause bladder failure. This one will make a sim their hygiene go down. So you can be a little bit of a menace with these things for sure. Okay. So we have another promotion. Kane has been promoted to client care generalist. He'll make $94 an hour. He has a gift, apothecary ingredient, and the balance reset kit. So the balance reset kit is what I really want to see because I'm pretty sure the gift is probably something that we already have. Balance reset. Oh, oops. I can't type, but there it is. I see it anyway. Balance reset kit. Is this going to be another item that doesn't have any gameplay attached to it? Probably. Where should I put this? Can I put it on the apothecary table? Is there room? Let's see. Does it do anything? If we view it, will it do anything? Listen, I thought it wasn't going to rain indoors anymore. Is it raining indoors? No, I guess it's technically not. I really can't tell anymore. Okay, so I went ahead and cheated both skills to level 10. You know, listen, like, I don't feel like it's necessary to go through them all one by one. But now we can look at every single thing we can craft, except we don't have... Some of these require emotion potions. So I don't really want to do this video and get into all that. But, like, we can make a cow plant horn. What is that going to do? What's that going to give us? Hold on. I should have looked at that first. I just kind of jumped on it. A freezer bunny foot, as you can guess, is like for luck. A cow plant horn is... Anyone in possession of this charm will feel a sense of dread when it comes to their luck getting worse, even more when they have multiple. No cow plants will harm in the production of this charm. A balanced mind with the small critter bones. But yeah, we have to have emotion potions for any of, like, a lot of the stuff. And I think we can do all of the ailment cures. Those are all... You can get all of those at level 2 of Apothecary. So it's not that big of a deal at all. But yeah, there's just a ton of stuff. But yeah, I guess you have to bottle emotion from... That's how you get it. We'll test that just real quick. Just that part. And like, I know this is going to be a long video. And as you guys have probably noticed with my videos, I don't know everything about this game. I don't know a lot of things about this game. So like, I'm kind of figuring out at the same pace as you are. So that's what I think is kind of fun. I don't know. Okay, so we finally hit the point where we can select a career branch. Okay. So we have apothecarist and lifestyle coaching. This is nature. I think we should do this one, apothecarist. $146 an hour is also real wild. And in this branch, you have to start gardening too. So that's cool. We can do that. We can do that. Okay, so also, in able to get the emotion potions, you have to click a sim that you've already met and go to apothecary, and you can't bottle emotions on just anybody. So that's kind of how that works. So we're just gonna go meet all these people and see if we can, like, you know, get something off of somebody just so we can see how it works. So I've tried 3 different sims, and none of them will give us emotions. But I know that fairies can actually... Or let's see if showing off that emotion stone does anything. I don't truly know. Okay, so that emotion stone, you can... Ooh. Whoa. Okay, I get it now. So you can use that emotion stone to bottle your own emotion. It's going to leave you dazed. We're going to try this detect emotions thing and see. It says that it'll bring up emotions from sims around us. So we can see if that did anything. No? Interesting. Also, one thing I just noticed from the computer, you can purchase advanced apothecary equipment. So let's see. Oh, yeah. Like there's some stuff. I'm sure if you sorted it by cost, it would show you the rare ones first. And you can do it that way too, instead of foraging. So the computer gives you more apothecary ingredients than the table does that you can just purchase instead of foraging. Okay, so I decided to treat at home and just see if, like, anything's really changed since, you know, like the very first, since we first figured out how to, like, since we had our first client towards the beginning of the video. Jesus H. I feel like I need to create almost all the time. So I feel like I can already tell that this is the creative like ailment that we had, because it's giving us kind of too much information on like the very first like go about. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know that I won't. Let's see, naturopath care. Oh, okay. It won't let us like it won't let us get to the problem that quickly, even if we know that's what it is. So I guess that's fair. No, because see, here he goes again, puking in my toilet. Now we got a gnome, and what's he doing? A gnome just used her powers to garden. A gnome brought to life to garden will teleport near. I didn't mean to do that. I did not mean to summon a gnome. Where is he going? Oh my gosh. So I used my big brain to figure out that he has the gnome lure ailment, because he brought the gnome, not us. That's why the gnome appeared. Duh. So I identified the root cause successfully, and he's crafting the elixir right now to give to his client to go home and feel better. And now we're off to give him his cure, but he seems to have actually left the property. So I don't. Oh, there. Okay, we found him. He's not at our house anymore, though. So he needed the gnome lore cure. Why did you go over here? Are you just that obsessed with gnomes? What a freak. So the downside to that is that I didn't really notice, or I didn't notice at all, any differences between like having clients at home at the very beginning and then having clients at the home at the very end. But this video is getting very long, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it, and perhaps like I'll pick up on the last couple steps of the naturopath career. However, I think we've seen a lot of it. We've seen pretty much all of Apothecary and natural living. We've seen some of the elixirs. We've seen just some really cool stuff. So I think it went well. So that's going to do it for Apothecary, Natural Living, and most of the naturopath career. I hope that I was able to go over things well with you, and hopefully you can make an informed decision on whether or not this pack is for you. Be on the lookout for more content this week regarding the new expansion pack and Enchanted by Nature, and I will see you soon. I hope everybody has a lovely rest of your evening, and always remember to be curious and not judgmental. Bye.